Hey guys, you got me. I am here live with you the day after Christmas for our Christmas show. So Merry Christmas to everybody. I pray, Matt, prayers that you guys had the best time and that you're continuing to have the best time around the holiday season. You know, here in the States, it does not stop. Matt said he almost missed it, week's stream, but he was able to jump on the last few minutes. Yeah, I was glad you were able to see a little bit of that last week, and I'm glad you're here today, Matt. As we celebrate now, we'll tell you this. The show today is really for all of us. All right. So I have put the invite link inside of our community. So if you're watching this, Erica, and you guys, Matt and Eros, and you guys can go to the community, grab the link and come on. Like, we're just going to be talking about Christmas stuff. I will take the time to go through some of the things I talked about last week and some of the features in Stream Studio or OneStream Studio. But mostly, I would love for you guys to come on and tell me some of your Christmas stories. So, just to kind of get started, I want to show you guys something really quick that I didn't know that I could do, but I'm going to try here to see if it works. Now, normally I would go ahead and actually let's see if it works. So, we're just streaming on YouTube, right? So YouTube, I went into my studio and pulled out from their audio library just some Christmas tunes. And I saw one that I thought was really cool, but I haven't seen how it could possibly work yet. It has to be on a video. So this is what I'm going to do while I wait on you guys to figure out whether you can come on stream with me. I'm going to build a actual song that I can play on the show that will not get copyright strikes. Okay. And I want to pull you along with that. So let me pull up Canva here and be sure that I am logged in. And why not do a tutorial, right? While we do this. I love going into Canva. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and you can see me walk through how I build a design right in Canva. I have so many designs, I cheat a little bit, guys. I actually go and get like a blank sheet, but no, never mind. Let's do it. Let me show you where I am now. So I want to share my screen. And I'm sharing camera 2 or screen 2. Now, there we go. Let me get to my spot. And you can see where I am with Canva. I already have, this is a presentation, but I want to see if I can turn this presentation into a video. Or excuse me, it's going to be a video because I really want the audio. You can't just play music unless I dump it into a background or something. And maybe one of you guys can help me out about that too. But I'm going to dump it into a video file that I can actually play. And let me look for a cool Christmas background. So I just want a picture here, photo and Christmas. I really like the bow because it's not about all the Christmas stuff that we're going to be doing. Let's see here because I don't really need to write on anything. These are really cool. Let's stretch them. Stretching this out a little bit because I'm just using this for a background, guys. It really doesn't matter what it looks like on the front, but I think that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to upload some audio to upload files. I found this really cool song called Deck the Halls by DJ Williams from YouTube. And it's, of course, when you get it from the audio library in YouTube, it is absolutely free to use, no copyright strikes. So I don't have to worry about the OneStream channel or anything. Is all there. So then I just dumped this in here. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it is playing. I know it is there. And I don't need an audio effect. I need the whole song. So let's go back to uploads, and I'm going to okay, it's not giving me the option for the whole song. So let's change this, resize to video, which should have been in video already. There we go. Now I should be able to get the whole song. I don't know how long this song is, but we're going to try to get all of it. Okay, there it is. All right. So give me a second here. I'm going to actually remove this so I can download it really quick and then upload it. I think this is 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So let's download this here. And then I'll see what you guys have been saying inside the comments, because everybody is super busy and I hadn't got one ring for an invite. All right, guys. This is a perfect time to come on the show and let's hit some Christmas stories as I am demonstrating how to actually use, music in your settings. You don't have to worry about the size of the file. While I am streaming, I'm actually live and I'm downloading something. So I'm putting some major league stress on my system. But let's see what you guys are talking about here. Erica says, hello, can't come on today, and which I completely understand. The day after Christmas, guess what? The kids are still playing, but thanks for thinking about it. But everybody else that are watching today, whether it's in replay or whatever, this is just an opportunity. Every now and again, I would love to have guests on the show. So I actually go to the community. I put it inside of the OneStream Live community and into the OneStream Studio beta page, just to kind of let people know that we are here today. And I actually put my link in, and all you have to do is hit the link, and it comes to the show here. But I completely understand people are busy. I didn't kind of do this ahead of time. It wasn't a 2 or 3 day lead to being able to come on, but I do appreciate every time someone watches. And this is the Christmas show. So, we're able to do some things differently. And it is nothing that, no pressure on anybody. Can't come on today. That's Erica. Then Erica says Christmas stories. I have a Christmas present happening tomorrow. That's great. Became a great uncle. So that's a great story. That's really, really cool. He had a Christmas present happening tomorrow. Okay. I get it. I'm working on, if there's anything I have to work on when it comes to live streaming, it is my live streaming reading. I don't do that well. And it's not the site, it's not the comments, it's just, my brain is just going all over the place. I have to concentrate and then read a sentence. And I'm getting better at that. I'm actually going to start practicing that a little more so I can read comments on screen and not look like so crazy, because I like going live and I like talking. I don't read scripts or anything. It's all like right off the cuff. Even when I do tutorials, guys, I'm telling you, I'm just talking. I know the information, so there's no need for me to read anything. And when I do presentations, the slides are just like bullet points. I fill in all the gaps. But that's definitely great that he's got a present company coming, and he'll be a great uncle. That's cool, Eros, man. Thank you for hanging in with us tonight. And I am hoping that video, all right, it should be ready. So let me see if I can pull it up really quick. I'm going to my drive to actually pull it up. And I didn't even title the video, so it doesn't have a title. And let's add it to the stream. Let's see what you guys think here. I'm pressing play now. Real Christmassy. Music from, I can change the volume here. Music from the YouTube library, compliments of DJ Williams. Song is entitled Deck the Halls. So if you were ever at a point to where, listen, you wanted to do music underneath your video, your live stream, or whatever you were doing, this is a great way to do that, and you can control the volume. Right now, I'm right at a 5, and I could move this out of the way. If I had more things going on, it's there. The music is actually playing out of what I'm sharing from my disc, and you can make that as long as you wanted to. So if I was gonna do a 30-minute stream, or if I needed this to loop, I can just keep hitting play on it. Or if I have 5 or 6 songs in a loop, I can just put it to the side and play music underneath. And it's a really cool thing to do. I just thought that if you're gonna have a Christmas show, you might as well have some Christmas music. I just didn't have enough time to download more than one song. But I thought it was a great song, so there you go. And that looks a whole lot better than what I had it before. There you go. So let me tell you this, from what I had an opportunity to do just a couple of days ago. I went home. So one side of my family, we always get together the Friday before Christmas because the family is just so big. It's my father's brothers and sisters. They kind of get together. And it is a huge family. So we say the Friday before Christmas, whenever that Friday lands, that's when everybody comes back home and we visit one of the family members and everybody's there together. Somebody wants to come on. Matt has put his stuff together, so I'm going to give him a chance to connect. And remember, guys, you can actually connect even with your cell phone using the app. So if you take the link, it'll actually send you to an app and all of that. So I was explaining being with my family on Friday, and we just had a great time. We do this game called Dirty Santa. And on Dirty Santa, you get a gift. We pull tickets. Tickets are called, and then you kind of go around and you see a gift that somebody else has. You can actually, instead of going to the tree to get a new gift, you can actually take something that someone else has. It's called Dirty Santa, and it's always great for the adults. The kids actually hate it. All right, so you have to watch out for that. So let me go ahead and do this. I want to play this again, and then I'm going to add Matt. So Matt, I hope you're ready to come on in. There he is. How are you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Man, thank you for joining me today. Not leaving me out here by myself for Christmas, man. How was your Christmas?
It was good, man. It was pretty low key. We just hung out at the house and kids did their thing. We usually do our Christmas dinner actually on Christmas Eve, just because Christmas Day tends to be a little crazy. But yeah, man, we just hung out and
that's great.
Had fun and spent a little time kind of building some more content for my websites as the kids were playing with their new gadgets and things of that sort. So it was good.
Right. It gives mom and dad a chance to either clean up or do some more work. So
Exactly. Yeah.
If you're like me, man, I actually get energized this time of the year, and it really starts around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So where you kind of slow down and it's the holidays and you eat all this food. It gives me a chance to reflect and think of new ideas and new vision. And
Yeah.
I just had all kind of ideas to come up and did a whole bunch of cleaning today and was preparing for this show. Do you feel that it's at the same time around this time of year, some reflection and really getting going for the next year?
Yeah, I think for me, and I've spent the last week really just kind of evaluating the year as a whole. In terms of like my goals and what I've done and what I want to accomplish next year and kind of the direction I want the family to move in that same same vein. So
Right.
just being able to kind of reflect and it does get me energized for all the things that I want to do and things that I want to work on and kind of build as a family unit and, you know, towards the future and what have you. So yeah, it does. It's kind of a juxtaposed mixed, because on one end I'm really energized and I'm really focused on what I want to do for the next year, and on the other end I'm just like super exhausted because of all the insanity that goes on around this time of year.
Right.
But that's me. So
I get it. Hey Matt, what type of content do you create?
So I mostly do podcasting. I actually work with some friends of mine that are in another state in terms of like coaching and helping businesses build like small businesses, local businesses build an online presence. And
That's
so
cool.
I work real closely with them. I have a podcast. They have a podcast. We do a lot of collaboration stuff. We're getting into video now in terms of doing local videos and promotions for local businesses and stuff like that, and kind of teaching people how to utilize different tools that are available on the internet. A lot of them from AppSumo, you know,
right.
because it's a phenomenal place. But just being able to kind of share that information and help mom and pop shops really increase their outreach. So
okay.
Yeah.
In the future, Matt, I've been telling this to people. I don't know if you've heard me say it before, that someone that has a product, mom and pop shop service, any type of thing that they're offering people, they're going to have to change their business plan just a little bit.
Yes.
They're going to have to be content managers and content creators that sell a service or produce a widget.
Yeah.
Okay. They have to change their mindset, because newspaper's not working like it used to.
No.
Radio is not working like it used to. Radio doesn't meet all of the needs, and it's still extremely expensive.
Yes.
So how do you reach people? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Yep.
So the content that you create around that, go ahead. I'm probably preaching your story as well, huh?
You're good. I mean, it's everything that we try to teach them, you know, utilize all the obviously simple economics. There's a cost to everything, right? So it's either a time cost or a financial cost. So, or a time cost, a choice cost, or a financial cost. So if you do choice A, that means you don't necessarily get to do choice B at the same time.
Gotcha.
Or, you know, but ultimately it's like, hey, take advantage of all the free opportunities for marketing and outreach that you possibly can while you can. Because some of these opportunities that are free now may not always be free. But on top of that, you're going to have a lot more of an organic outreach, doing it starting from the ground up, like almost creating a grassroots marketing or grassroots outreach campaign, than you are a paid campaign. Will paid campaigns get you in front of people? Yes. But most people know what a paid campaign is, and a lot of people avoid paid campaigns like the plague.
Right.
So, you know.
But actually doing, managing the content, which is on a daily basis, putting something up around who you are as a brand, as a product maker, as a service provider, reaching people, like you said, organically is just the way to go, because you do so much, and you just never know. Like sometimes organic or just organic, not paid, but just organic content, sometimes those things go viral just because you want to show somebody how to do your service or how your product is so superior than others. That can go, but if you never have the content out there, people will never know.
Exactly.
People will never know.
And I'm actually trying to come join you and Erica and the team.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully that'll help me reach more small businesses and be able to help them do what you guys have done in terms of building this community and helping, you know, create the awareness of OneStream Live and OneStream Studio and what it can do for content creators, business owners, you know, marketers, whatever. So
that brings up a good question. How did you find OneStream Live?
AppSumo.
Yeah.
Sorry, my monitor's over this way, so I'm looking I'm taking glances from time to time over here to see what's going on. My camera's in front of me here.
No
So.
worries. I get it.
But yeah, I found
AppSumo
it through
did it for you.
AppSumo, and I bought it before Studio came about. I bought it before they added some of the additional functionality. Like I think I got it in before even LinkedIn Live was a thing.
Right.
So it's their commitment to growth and building the functionality of the system is by far and away probably one of the best deals I've come across on AppSumo, hands down.
I would agree with you 100%. And I would say this, the product that I purchased through AppSumo with the lifetime deal, the product that I purchased was more than enough.
Yeah.
It was exactly what I needed, which is a way to play pre-recorded video as it was live, but in long format. So there were people that were doing it. Some of the competitors were doing it, but they only gave you like 2 gigs.
Yeah.
When OneStream came in, the way it was different is you were able to connect you like Dropbox or Google Drive and actually pull in larger files. And that was a home run for me.
Exactly. And then being able to not only create live streams from pre-recorded video and have it be broadcast as if it was live, but then multicast across multiple platforms, and also being able to ingest an RTMP stream to actually go live on the same channels. So the functionality was well worth the investment when I first jumped in, probably like just like what you had said.
But it's about 2 years ago for me.
Mine was probably about that. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I did purchase other live streaming type of platforms, and there's a couple that I still use from time to time, but they're very, very specific use case scenarios.
Got you.
Whereas OneStream is the probably, as far as overall functionality for general live streams, by far and away the best one that I have by miles. So
that's cool. That's cool. I have to say this, Erica loves AppSumo as well. And we have some more people in the chats with it on YouTube. Thank you guys for coming through. I've already told people, like, this is the Christmas show. Matt has come in, and if you want to come in inside of the community or on our beta page group, that is, I have the link there. Hit the link, come on through. I would love to hear your Christmas stories and what you have going on, and just chop it up as OneStream Live, as a OneStream Live community. It's really that simple. Matt, I have a question for you, but before I do that, I want to share this really quick. Let me see if I can find it, because I know you mentioned it as add to the stream. So I'm adding
the Streamers Partnership Program.
Yeah, I think you talked about this as part of it being a part of the Streamers Partnership Program for anybody like Matt that said, hey, I really want to be a part of this cool deal. All you have to do is email content@onestream.live. Send them your profile, and you, like Matt, myself, and Steve, and Erica could be on OneStream Live. It's really that simple. So people all over, I really want you to understand that businesses, even like OneStream, need people that know how to create content, and you can be a part of that program. That being said, Matt, I want to say this to you. I think you sound awesome, and I want to know what you are using over there on your sound. Like, what kind of microphone you're using over there. I would really like to know.
So I have this as a Rode pod mic on a boom arm, and the boom arm was cheap. I got it at Best Buy. They had it on sale. It was, something. But the pod mic, and then I have it hooked to my Rodecaster Pro 1, the version 1 over here. So I wanted to go with the Rodecaster Pro 2, but as great as the functionality of the Pro 2 is, I can't justify spending another $700 on another interface when the Rodecaster Pro 1 does a phenomenal job still for what I use it for. So,
and who knows if they just send out a firmware update that gives you additional functionality like the microphone effects. And some of those things are really, really cool.
Yeah.
But if you have a great mic like the pod mic and you're running through some of the processing that
Yep.
the one gives you, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, those other tools are really, it is for another use case other than streaming.
I got one for my matter of fact, Christmas story real quick. My older brother, he does a lot of music production, and he's been running the same audio interface for his computer for the better part of probably 20 years.
Wow.
It's an old brick M audio thing that's still works, but it's limited to one input, one output, zero effects, zero add-ons. And I was like, you know what? He's probably due for an upgrade. So I actually bought him a Rodecaster Pro 2 and I shipped it to his house for Christmas this year. And he said that it got there early. He opened it early because he didn't know what it was. And he saw the little note that came in it. And he was like, he called me. He was like, what in the heck did you send me?
Wow.
And I guess he's been playing with it. He reorganized his entire studio to center around that piece of equipment. But it's the Rodecaster Pro 2 is more for that in depth, where it's not just podcasting or video production. It's music. It's got, all the both physical and virtual inputs and outputs and being able to do. So it's a great piece of kit. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And phenomenal for those who can afford to do it and who have a need for it. I just don't have a need for it right now. And so sticking with what I've got, it works great. It works as well as the day that I got it. And obviously you can hear that it produces good sound, although I'd like to thank the good Lord for giving me the gift of my voice, but
I agree with you 100%, but you have to merge those things together.
Facts.
Sometimes you do have to merge them together.
Facts.
Your voice with a great mic. And sometimes what a great mic does is not always capture your voice. Really, a great mic is a mic that can reject sound.
Yes.
Okay? That can reject the sound that you don't want. And the pod mic does a really, really good job of that as well. It's a great price point for a great mic that makes you sound well, all of that.
For the price point, I mean, there are probably some competitors out there would come close, but the fact that I'm already using the equipment, it's got specific effects processing built for this mic specifically based on its dynamics and how the pickup works and all that kind of stuff, the diaphragm works and everything. It just was a no-brainer. If I'm going to spend $100 on a microphone, why not go with the one that is built to go with the equipment that I have? So
that's true.
So.
And Erica says you're a great brother, Matt, by the way, for that Christmas story. Like if you're sending out Rodecaster Pro 2, like we all want to be friends of yours and family members as well.
That is a one-time gift. He will never get anything like that from me ever again.
I get it.
I can't afford to do that for everybody all the time. But it was, he's been making do. He does a lot. He does a lot for his community, and he's one of those people that just kind of sacrifices for the good of everybody else. And so I just kind of figured it was time that somebody went out of their way to do something really nice for him. And so it was my turn is what I thought. And so I just went ahead and did it. So I'm glad he enjoys it. I hope he's going to get many, 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 many years of good, solid use out of it. And my hope is that it inspires him to create more music, because I think everybody needs that outlet and everybody needs that creative space. Right. You know what I mean? So
I agree 100%. And as you mentioned this, I threw this up trying to find the file, and I did find it. My wife is a jazz flutist, and we're celebrating her in just a couple of days. She actually she has the #1 album for smooth jazz on smoothjazz.com.
Oh,
and
wow.
the #1 single of 2022 for billboards. So Kim Scott's her name. And when she's in the studio, I was thinking about her because you mentioned the Rodecaster Pro 2. When she's in the studio and we have to go live and do some things where she's performing down here, I do have to add in another mixer that does have some audio effects in it. Yeah. So I do have a use case for it. I'm just not willing right now to add it to my setup because I do have a piece that I could do the delay
Yeah.
and the echo on her flute.
Mhm.
And when I'm done with her performance, I can put it back up. I'm only
Right.
talking about, once every 3 months. I just didn't see the need to, like, right now, I got to be cutting edge and
Yeah.
get the new Rodecaster Pro 2.
So,
And
so what do
go
you
ahead.
use now? Like, what are you using now? Do you have a Rodecaster?
So I do have a Rodecaster.
Okay.
Yes, Rodecaster Pro, and it's the one.
Yep.
And I actually have 3 mics hooked up to this.
Okay.
Because I have other things. So if I needed to grab, if my one mic went out, that's an overhead mic. If that went out, I have another mic I can just grab.
Yeah.
And then I have an output because we also do some voice recording for her for radio show that she does. I mean, Matt, we're working over here, man.
Yeah.
So not only she's a flutist, we have a radio show for her, and I just have one of my inputs just for her mic. So she uses a SM7B for that show, and I just
I'm
plug
jealous.
it in when we need it. Oh man, you just got to get to the right sound. I just, I love the Shure product, and connected with Shure, and their marketing reps are just really, really good to me. So I have that, and then I have a little lapel mic that I can bring in if I ever needed to.
Very cool.
And it's all right here if something happened. Now, it's a little overkill based off what I do normally. I really could be like your brother with one input or 2 inputs and be just fine with the interface. So I don't use all of the toys and all of the whistles like the buttons for the Rodecaster Pro 2. I don't even have these things up. I don't even think you can even hear some of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm pressing the buttons, and I don't even have those things up. Let me see. There it is.
Did it come through? I didn't hear nothing. Let me see.
You don't hear anything. I hear it in my ear, but that's because the monitors are coming out here. So you may not be able to hear all of that, but there you go. There you go. That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah. I have like my podcast intros for the different shows. I have those programmed into the first bank of my sound pads. So that way I can just fire them off on the go. I can control the slider for the sound pads manually. So when I'm doing the talk over during the intro and actually introducing the episode, I can do that rather than have to do it all later in the DAW. But that's more of a workflow thing for me rather than like a standard use case. It's just personal preference for me. But that was one of a couple reasons why I went with it. I used to have an older, I used to have a different audio interface that just had 2 inputs and 2 outputs, and it worked fine for me. I still have it. It was kind of one of those things where it's like I had the opportunity and I could justify the use case at the time. So it's like, yeah, I might as well pull the trigger now. So I did, and I got it. Love it. Won't go back. So are there things that I wish it did? Sure, but it wasn't built for that in this particular iteration. So, and I'm perfectly fine with what it does, and I don't have a consistent enough need to upgrade yet. But I mean, there are other things that I want to upgrade, like in my studio, just to make it better. A lot of it is kind of on the back burner. I mean, you do a lot of video. I'm just now getting into doing video stuff. Like this year, I'm going to be taking my podcast and doing live video podcasting, which I've never done before. It's all been audio.
Gotcha.
And so, I've got a camcorder that I've got set up. That's my main camera right now. But I found, and including like right here on OneStream, certain times and certain positions, it doesn't quite get the framing right. So I look squished. So trying to find the right type of setup for that. It's just a matter of playing with it, but those are all future goals, man. Right now it's just about kind of getting it out there and continuing to try and help. And see, like I look squished. Yeah. There we go. I don't know how that worked. Whatever you did.
And it's something in the system that moves it around a little bit, but I get it. I see what you're saying there. And Domino Entertainment says tech is great, and yes, it is. And Erica's laughing over here at us, and we've just, when we're talking to other creators, I know it's a Christmas show, but how you create, what do you create with, how are you using it, are all great conversations because we all want to know. You
Right.
just never know whether that next person has some information that you can use. And I will
Hmm.
tell you this, learning the tech is always important, and double checking what you
Yep.
do know. So I had to double check some things. I was like, okay, if you're not hearing my Rodecaster Pro, it's probably because the Rodecaster Pro's mic is not on.
Yeah.
Because with OneStream Studio, I actually have the audio from the camera that's picking up my voice because I'm so close to the camera.
Yeah.
But I have some great mics in here. I don't want the camera mic being picked up. So let me see if you can hear this. I turned it down. Let's try it.
Oh, yeah. I can hear it now. Yep.
Right. So now I know.
There you go.
All right, there we go. All right,
Yep.
turn that off too. So now I know that you're getting the mic going the right area.
There you go.
Okay, Erica's saying that her husband's gonna update her studio. That's exciting.
Very
That's
nice.
exciting because you just never
Right.
know what could happen. So I did see this, Matt, just today. One of my friends updated or did a comparison from his Sony camera and a Brio C90 or C92 or something like
Okay.
this, one of the latest webcams from Logitech.
Yeah.
And for people that are getting into it,
Hmm.
that haven't don't want the very expensive mirrorless camera DSLR,
Yeah.
webcams are, they're
They've got
becoming
some.
some.
They've got some
So the
really good
Insta
ones out there.
360, I'm
Yeah, the
gonna
Insta
add.
360 link, man. I saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
that is cool. You can do a
yeah.
desktop down view, like all the yeah. I saw
So
that.
so
I
that's
saw
one
the
of the
review on
things
that.
that
I
I'm
was like,
thinking about
that is
adding.
slick.
Hmm. So Domino Entertainment says I'm learning more from my technology and from the online domain community. So there you go. So you just
Awesome.
never know how
Right.
communities can help you as well. OneStream Live community is really good, and there's also great information on Facebook about them that you
Yep.
can use. And Matt, any other Christmas story, anything like that you can share with us? Any
Um,
Christmas tradition or anything you guys do?
so traditions, obviously, we like I said, we do our Christmas dinner actually on Christmas Eve. Every year it's prime rib. I always cook the prime rib.
My
Um,
God, that's great.
and then we do, the kids get Christmas jammies, matching Christmas jammies, and they get a mug for hot chocolate, and we'll all sit down and we'll watch a Christmas style movie, and then we shuffle
Wow.
them off to bed early to make sure that Santa Claus comes on time and all that, and then outside of that, I mean, Christmas morning is usually, you get through the presents and breakfast and hanging out together for a little while, and it's everybody's like, okay, let's go play with our stuff. Um,
Right.
but it's funny, we live in Middle Tennessee. We don't
Okay.
generally see snow, and it was really kind of cool this year to have a little bit of snow on Christmas morning, which was
And
which
that's
was
great.
nice. So it takes me back to the days growing up in Colorado, um, where it was. I mean, you could see snow in June, and it was not really that unheard of. So it was
So
it was nice.
yeah, that's pretty cool, man. So I'm not that far from you. I'm in Birmingham,
Okay, yeah,
Alabama. So not
yeah.
that far. And we didn't get snow or anything, but it was really
Oh
cold.
yeah,
It was really cold this year. It was
yeah,
really cold this year in Florida out here. So,
yeah.
that's
We've got some
all a part
family
of
down
it.
there too. It was pretty chilly down there, but
Yeah. So, it's great that we can connect this way,
oh,
Matt. And
absolutely.
anything I can do to help you, and this goes for everyone in the community, if there's anything that we could do to help, we want to be there. I have learned so much over this past year, um, making sure that the information that I presented to the community was right. So as I've learned these things, I just want to help. So anytime you got an idea or, hey, Strick, have you thought about talking about this or thought about talking about that? I would love 100% to kind of, dive into whatever it is that the community said, hey, let's talk about this kind of thing and see what I I think about it because I have all the equipment, I got all the lights in here, I know about cameras, but sometimes it's other things like I think Domino here just said, I think it's saying AI. That's a big deal right now.
Chat
You know,
GPT and some
Chat
of the other stuff coming
GPT
out.
is a
Yeah.
big deal. So, I know that the AI has been around for a while. Jasper, I use another app, Sumo, one called Niches,
Yep.
and
I have
it's
that
been a
too.
great piece of, you got
Yes,
that too? It's hard to learn, but it's a great piece of technology.
it
And
is.
you know what? They all use the same system.
They do.
OpenAI is the same system that everybody uses for that. What they've done is just made their own application for the consumer, and everybody's going crazy about it.
Yeah. Now, I saw this thing the other day. How do you do with like streaming live stream engagement? So,
Live, so live stream engagement is, how you want to, is a really tough thing because
yep.
it really revolves around a community.
Hmm.
So most of what I would tell people is that it takes time
It does.
to build a community around what you're doing for live stream. But I think, based off my personality, of course, I love to live stream. So then you take your live stream and then break it up into small, short content to kind of help draw people to who you are and what you're doing. And it just takes time to grow it.
It does.
Um, and then at the end, one of the things that I teach people is that it is the audience channel. So if you have a channel, you better believe that the audience will dictate to you what you should be talking about.
Exactly. And I only asked because I saw another tool, and I think it was another AppSumo thing called Stream Alive. And it'll take your actual chat and it'll like you blow it up into a window and it's a web-based thing and it'll actually access the chat for the live stream and it'll pull information from the chat and you can have it map people around the world. You can have it answer questions and or ask questions. People can put suggestions for like you can put a poll up in the middle of the live stream. People can answer what they want your next live stream to be about, things of that sort. So I mean, I don't know if it's worth it. I wasn't sure if anybody else had checked it out, but it looks like it could be a potential
What was the name of it again?
stream alive.
Dream Alive. I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah. So you can build a whole run of show from what I understand. I was watching the intro videos and stuff like that. You can actually build a whole run of show. So you can have it sitting on a second monitor, whatever, and then just share your screen. And that's, what I mean? So I don't know.
I get it. I get it. So, inside of the chat here, Domino Entertainment says that for tournaments for our community and small business pop-ups with live chat experiences is one of the ways that he actually helps with his engagement. I like that. The big thing is people your willingness. Okay, he says, "What's the name of that again?" Matt, he
Stream
wasn't there.
alive.
Stream Alive.
Yeah.
So the willingness to do the grunt work, the hard work to build a community is where everybody is where I would say do. Take the time to go with one person, go with two people, and switch cameras on this
I
for a
did
second.
because I was having a hard time going back and forth trying to watch. Please ignore the mess back here. I'll turn on
No worries.
my blurry background thing here. Oh, apparently my browser doesn't support it because I'm using Safari.
Yeah, you got to be on Chrome.
I
You got to
know,
be on
I
Chrome
know.
for this.
It's somehow it pulled it up when I clicked on the link. I don't know, but
No worries.
um,
No worries.
but yeah, I just wanted to be able to actually face the monitor. I'm still working on my official live stream setup, so
No worries, Matt. I'm here. I'm here and I'm here. So I got three
yeah,
different things going on. I completely understand. So what I was saying was their willingness to um the willingness to actually take the time to grow a community Whether it's you go from one person, hey, I'm so glad you are here today. You go from two
Yeah.
people, hey guys, I'm glad you're here, and really willing to invest into those people. Even if you invest in them off the platform and have other ways to communicate with them, you just never know how
Yeah.
it grows. And I will say, having a dedicated day that is just for community is important as well.
Hmm.
Because then when you go live, you got people that could either be moderators for you. You just kind of go that way and you grow the community over time. I've seen some
Yeah.
communities grow within a year. I've seen some communities grow within 2 years. I've seen people go from Facebook to Discord and continue to grow. So there's so many
Yeah.
things that you can do when it comes to growing a community that adds to your engagement when you are live. But good
Sure.
question. That's awesome. And I gotta check out this app too.
Stream
So
alive.
great advice. Yeah, stream live. So great advice.
Well,
Great advice. Thanks for sharing that.
let me see if I can pull up. I started a free trial thing. Let me see if I can pull this up and share it.
Now, when it
So
comes to, as you're looking for that, when it comes to even how here at OneStream Studio, you do have your live sale that that we're pushing as an alternative. You also have chat that you can actually pull up into your live stream. Right now, we're in YouTube, but I don't have the chat going,
yeah,
and those are ways that you can do some interacting inside of it. There are some other apps like games that they play in school, karate or something like that, that you can kind of add in. I think I said that right. Erica will correct me. I know she will. But let's see what you got here. Is it something that you could just share as your
yeah,
screen?
yeah. So let me see here. Let me get out of this, and then I will. So if I, so this is how this is kind of what it looks like. Maybe is it? It's not sharing anything. Oh man, I'm really
So you want to
hoping.
go to your camera. So if you go
Yeah,
to camera,
yeah. I'm down in the camera.
or because on your end,
I think
okay, you have to use
I
a third party because on your end, you're not able to share your screen, are you?
I think it has to do with the browser. Honestly,
Got you.
um,
Got you.
give me 2 seconds.
Got you. I'll do that. I'll do that. So, you guys check it out because I think that it's something cool. Like anytime you can come on and actually learn something, do what I do, learn. You just never know. You hear me? You just never know what can happen. And earlier today, while he's looking that up or trying to get to it, let's do this. I think I may have lost him. So let's do this. I want to add to the stream this video here because I have the video going and I have a little Christmas music here that I think is really, really cool. And because it is music from YouTube's library, it is it's copyright free for me to be able to throw this in, and we have a nice little Christmas interlude. I don't know, you may not be like me. I mean, my name is DJ Strick for a reason. I love music. And then if you throw a nice little drum track underneath some Christmas music, you got me 100%. I am okay. I am actually loving it. So let's see if we can get Matt to come back on here, see what he has going for us. Matt, I went to my Christmas song here to kind of give us a little
Good.
time. I thought that it was really, really cool. I'm not
That's
sure.
fine.
So what I could have done, let me stop this and I'll say what I could have done. What I could have done is downloaded it and then put it on my Rodecaster and played it from my Rodecaster, and it would have come in through the audio. But using the OneStream Live Studio, so if there's anybody else that didn't have this, if you make your song a video, I could have made it a backdrop, but if I made it a background, I really would have condensed it and make it small because you only have like 20 megabytes with that. Or you can use your disk when you share your screen, use it
Hmm.
as a disk, and it could be any size that way. And I'm able to control the volume, and I'm able to scrub. Let me play it again. I'm able to go fast forward if I need to, go to the back, or I can start all the way over. So that's just one thing. Everybody, it may not be for everyone, but I like just showing off some of the cool tricks that you can do with OneStream Studio.
Oh, no.
All right. You
Yeah.
just lose it. You got it?
I think I got it. So here we go. I'm going to start this up. Start. Okay. So if I go in here and then I click on share, I can actually show you. So can you guys see that at all?
I have to put it in. So let me pull it in. I see it. There you go. Is that me? That's me.
That's you.
Okay, let's I think I see you here.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so this is Stream Live. So like, let's say I can pull this up and people can scan this with a QR code. They can go to the link, put the code in, and then it's kind of like a Zoom chat where they essentially kind of become part of this thing, and then they can add to the chat, and it'll put a pin. So you ask, where are you joining us from? And it'll put a pin everywhere that somebody puts an answer, and it's automatic. So I'll show you kind of, for example, I'll pull out my phone here and I'll pull this up and it'll join it. It's going to give me some random name. And then it says, where are you joining us from? And I'm going to say Tennessee. And then all of a sudden it answers and it puts a pin right here in Tennessee. Now that's my random screen name is Pearl Crawdad. I don't know why, but
you put it in at some point or another, Matt.
Yeah. But then you can go in and it'll, you can ask them like, hey, what describes your age or your job or your whatever, your favorite movie. And you can give them options. They can select an option and then they just answer by using digits 1 through 4 and it'll start the poll. And, you could, so I don't know. I saw this and it was kind of cool. And I don't know. It's just one way to create a little bit of advanced interaction.
Man, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, so it's called Stream Alive. It's powered by Stream Alive down here. So
that's pretty cool. You just never know. Sometimes getting into a discussion, where it would lead. Of course, we are all great AppSumo people. We actually love AppSumo. That got us here to OneStream Live, and so we're continuing to find ways to elevate using these new technologies because you just never know where it would land. And based off of how you get in, it is very inexpensive because once it hits those people, it's like I always like going to the website of the company and seeing where the price point is. It makes me so much. It just makes feel so good.
It does
when you do purchase it from AppSumo, knowing you got a great deal. But thank you, and looks like they got a nice special going on there as well. So check it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Matt, I do not want to take any more of your time, guys.
No, you're good. I'm sorry for hijacking your show, man.
No, like this is what it was all about. People see me all the time. Being able to see some other OneStream Live creators on screen is always good for all of us. So thank you for taking the time to come on. Merry Christmas to you. I pray you have a happy new year and that 2023 is going to be crazy for you and your content and actually reaching people with your small business as well.
That's the hope. And my hope is that they'll allow me to come join you and Erica and Steven and be part of the streamers community and for OneStream Live and the Streamers Partnership. And for those of you that don't do it or that haven't applied, make sure you go apply. Strick will put it up right there. Yep. Join the Streamers Partnership, reach out. seems like a great team of guys. I watch you as every Monday if I can, Strick, and I try to tune into Erica's every Tuesday morning.
That's great.
So yeah, I mean, it's I just love learning from you guys. Appreciate the opportunity to come on and join you. Love the community that you guys are building here, and I look forward to seeing a whole lot more in 2023.
Hey,
So
Matt, let me tell you something that's going to make people feel really good, okay?
yeah,
If you have any anxiety about being live on anybody's platform, yours or somebody else's, go watch the first two shows that I did for OneStream Live.
yeah.
It'll make you feel so much better because it was terrible. All right. So I am a live streamer and I have been doing radio for a long time. Pushing the button to go live is so easy for me. But those shows, I'm telling you, I had to just turn all the lights out and go to sleep. They were that bad. Okay.
It's
So
it's
it'll make you
funny
feel better.
because I was fine. I jumped on my first podcast and I probably stumbled through the first couple minutes and I got my footing and I was good. But I've had people joke I have a face for radio, so like
Oh,
it was no
listen,
big deal. It was
listen,
no
you
big
can
deal.
do it.
But this is only my second. This is my second actual live stream on somebody else's live stream.
Wow.
So
Wow. Well,
I
you're
just
doing a great
appreciate the
job. I would
opportunity.
not have known it if you didn't tell me. I would not have known it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's.
Good job.
I suppose that's good. I've done
Good job.
I've done actual live in-person speaking events before, talking
Right.
to sports teams and small rooms of business professionals and stuff like that. So getting up and talking to people is not a big deal, but I think it's a little bit different when you're dealing with technology and some of the glitches and some of the things that can happen. And, obviously I'm sitting here wearing my beanie cap because it's cold outside. Plus, if I
Right.
take it off, you might get the glare from the bald head from the light. So I'm
Gotcha.
trying to
Gotcha.
keep everybody from going blind. But yeah, I just I love your show, man. I love what you guys are
Thank you.
doing. I love
Thank you.
what OneStream Live is bringing to the game. I think it's going to be a major game changer as they continue to solidify everything and add functionality with some of the new stuff that I see that's coming down the pipe. So I think it's very robust and it's only going to get better. So I'm
I
really
believe
looking
that.
forward to 2023 and what you guys are bringing down. So
Man, thank you so very much. And thank you, Erica, for being so kind. She said I'm still amazing. So I take it. I'll take that. And you can catch her on Tuesdays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check her show out. And she does a great job.
yes.
And if you can't find her there, just search Talk Virtual and you can find her all over the place there as well. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Matt. I do appreciate it. And I'm going to end the show, man. Let me get back to the festivities and some of the cool desserts my wife made for Christmas. So, y'all,
Good
Merry
deal.
Christmas again to everybody. Happy New Year.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I've had an awesome time with you today. Thank you for watching another edition of the Streamers Hub right here on OneStream Live.